apparently Raygun, you know, the kangaroo breakdancing lady.
Yeah,
the one in the Olympics.
I was like, Vikings? Yeah,
she's quit competitive breakdancing. Cool. Here's my take on this. One, I think, okay, maybe I'm a devil's advocate. I do think she is good. Would I say she's great? No. But I think she respects... Okay, no, actually, that's too big of a word. I think she shouldn't stop competing. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is that she just shouldn't have had the the demeanor afterwards, the way she went about it, acting cocky and as if she deserved to go to the Olympics. I don't want to say it like that either. I don't know. I just don't think she handled it well afterwards. But I don't think that should make her be peer pressured into not competing. I don't think that's nice.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because I'm aware of the story, and I was in Australia at the time when it happened, and there was a lot of love for her and a lot of support.
Yeah.
But I think around the world it was quite different, and I think people forget Australia, even though it's obviously like 5 times the population of New Zealand, and it's a very established country. It still does have that mentality of like it's isolated, right, from the rest of the world, just like New Zealand. So the way that New Zealand likes to lift its people up, like especially on the world stage, I think Australia does the same.
Yeah.
I think tall poppy only applies when it's like domestic. If someone's representing New Zealand overseas, I think it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But my point is, I totally agree with you. I don't know if I'm going down a weird route here, but I do wonder, like, if she was a guy and had kind of like done that, I feel like people would have been a bit more sympathetic, because I think that blokes in the media get a lot more credit for like owning things, no matter how foolish they are. Whereas like I agree with you though, Mads. Like when I saw her, I found the whole thing a bit jarring, and I was a little bit like, oh my god, like back in your box, please.
It's because we're comparing her to other breakdancers. Yeah, though. This is the thing.
Yeah,
right?
But I do think that if that was some like, you know, plucky like Aussie guy, and he was like, yeah man, I thought I just came on board and breakdancing, mate. Like
he'd be more iconic, I reckon. People would be like, Slay King, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. But your bias is the same as my bias. Like I thought the same thing. I was like, nah, this is jarring as. Like I don't want to know this. Oh my god, just shut up. Yeah. But yeah, I think if it was a guy, the media would have corralled around him, and our biases would have been more onto him.
Yeah. I think an important thing is that to note 2 things. One, she's only like she hasn't quit dancing. She's only gonna dance at home. So like, it's not like.
That's not even
so sad.
What, just dance on the bloody PC?
Oh, that's so sad. It's like, I'm not going to give up singing, but I'll do it from my bedroom. No one's going to film it. I just do it for me.
That's terrible.
Bless her. That's so sad.
I think the other thing is that she's also built a fucking social media empire from this. She has 200k followers.
Oh, no wonder she's quitting effing dancing then. Like, she doesn't need to do it anymore.
She just needs to film herself, plug it on the Instagram, and then get hate and then get some money.
Let's not forget, right, when someone is this globally known, right, there's eyes on her, and brands need eyes on them. So I think she's going to do all right. And you know what? It's back to the old thing before we wrap this up, is that, you know, is it worth the public humiliation to get some pretty nice amounts of money? If in this case, maybe it is. Who knows? I don't know. That's for Raygun to decide, I guess.
It's not for me, but yeah, I get it. Right, next one.
What would you do if you were Raygun? Would you quit?
Well, as I like acting and I like singing, but I am the worst dancer on this earth. Yeah. So to put myself in the mind of someone who can dance takes a lot of heavy lifting.
I just feel, like, here's the thing. It's subjective, right?
Yeah.
You can't, it's so hard. Like, when I say art, I mean performance art. It's so subjective. You can't say that it's good. You can't say it's bad. I was just listening to Andy Samberg's wife, Joanna Newsom, and she is a artist. She sings, she plays harps and all this stuff. You listen to her music, some people will be like, what the fuck is this? Like, seriously. Even I listened to it, I was like, oh, not for me, not for me. But people in the comments are like, oh my god, the mind that she has, she's so amazing. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Fair.
She has a platform. So I don't want to say that, like, you know, taking away is, I don't know why she would do that, but I get it. It's the peer pressure of friggin' the whole world.
Yeah, I think my point is that, like, the entire world has seen you at your worst, kind of.
Yeah.
So like, it'd be a fun redemption story if she actually like really took up breakdancing.
I think so too.
And then
yeah.
came back and then like.
Well,
went
she
to the
is
next
technically
Olympics.
a professional dancer. We can't say that she's not.
Yeah.
You do mean just like
a good one. Subjective.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all subjective.
Wow.
But also, I don't think she's very good at tricks. Okay, like doing the fancy. But from a perspective of someone that like enjoys watching dance, I understand like the moves that she does can be difficult. Like, they're not easy. I couldn't fucking do them.
Yeah.
Like, most of the people in this office couldn't do them.
Yeah,
you know,
no
like
way. No way.
It's just one of those things.